Chairman. It's disappointing that here we are today in 2022 with all of the challenges that we are facing, still fighting the same old fight for individual rights, but here we are, and that is a fight that we will continue to fight and should be fighting. Why is it so easy to call the vicious rape of a 10-year-old girl a hoax, a lie, a political stunt? Police certainly didn't think so when they made their arrests. Why is it so easy for some to always say assault against women? It must be the woman's fault. For decades, victims of rape are always questioned, viewed with suspicion, too frequently questioned and viewed with suspicion, or even questioned that perhaps somehow she brought the tragedy on herself. Why was she there? How was she dressed? Did she want it? I've investigated cases of rape and sexual assault and incest. How can we sit here today? Are we serious? And say, regardless of the physical, emotional, and psychological trauma of women and girls who survive these vicious attacks, that does not matter. That the only thing that matters is denying them their individual constitutional rights. Are we really serious? The only thing that matters is treating them with all of the work that has been done in this country by people who paved the way, the efforts to continue to treat women and girls like property and like second-class citizens. To say that you have to go to your member of Congress or your governor or your senator and ask for permission. Come on, America. Shirley Chisholm said, the sexual psychological stereotyping of females begins when the doctor says, it's a girl. And my colleagues on the other side of the aisle have the audacity to say freedom is what we are discussing here. You're damn right. That's exactly what we are discussing here, individual freedoms. Who do we think we are to tell people how to live their lives? To every family raising daughters, to my 4 granddaughters, we all have reason, regardless of your political, come on, America, regardless of your political standing, we all have reason to be very concerned. What's next? We ought to be asking ourselves, okay, what's next? If you think it stops here, well, there's already been an indication that it does not stop here with the bold call to look at Griswold and Lawrence and even marrying the person that you love. I thought that was an American tradition, but I guess not in the minds of some. Professor Murray, I just want you to if you would, reiterate on not just the issue of Roe, because that's pretty doggone important to me, and I would think to every man and woman it should be raising a girl, a daughter, but would you just kind of go into why should we all be concerned about other constitutional individual rights to privacy being trampled upon?
Certainly. Thank you, Representative Demings. I think we should all be concerned about the prospect of fundamental rights being overruled and returned to the states for democratic deliberation. To ask the states to decide our most essential freedoms is essentially to make all of us supplicants to the government. That cannot be what the framers of the Constitution imagined. These were gentlemen who were concerned about the prospect of government overreach into individual lives. These were people who wrote the Third Amendment, which protects against the quartering of soldiers in your home. I cannot imagine that the framers would countenance allowing the government to make the most intimate decisions for individuals rather than allowing individuals to make those decisions for themselves. And that's exactly what this decision and its progeny will do.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. I yield back.